In this video, I will describe two concepts, paradigm and epistemology. I will also explain why these concepts are important for researchers. A paradigm can be thought of as a map or a filing system for understanding reality. All of us have paradigms that we operate within. So when we encounter the world, we screen the world for familiar information and can move forward most easily when that information fits our map or filing system. However, sometimes we encounter information for which we do not yet have a file, and in fact, this information might completely overload or invalidate our belief system. There are both benefits and limitations of all paradigms. On the one hand, they bring order, meaning, and predictability for our lives. On the other hand, they can make it difficult to see things that contradict our sense of reality. This is in fact how stereotypes work. This is about selective perception. We may explain contradictions as an exception rather than as evidence to invalidate our existing belief system. The concept of paradigms are important for researchers because all knowledge systems, whether we are talking about religious knowledge or scientific knowledge, are rooted in particular paradigms. Even if people are speaking the same language, they still may not understand each other if they are speaking across different paradigms. This is part of the reason why it is sometimes impossible to reconcile religion and science, or even sometimes between different scholarly areas such as the humanities and social sciences. One way to better understand how paradigms work is to understand another concept, epistemology. Moving to epistemology here. Put simply, an epistemology is a system of knowing how we know things are true, or what evidence counts. So for someone coming from a religious paradigm, that person may have an epistemology focused on religious doctrine or religious authority, or something about their own spiritual insights or feelings. In contrast, somebody coming from a scientific paradigm will prioritize empirical evidence in terms of what counts as evidence. Empirical evidence is that which can be observed and verified by more than one person using at least one of their five senses. That is sight, smell, touch, hearing, or taste. So in this video I have described the concept of a paradigm, and I have explained that all paradigms contain their own epistemologies. This is important for researchers to understand, as this will help us to remain open, curious, and critical about our own assumptions about reality.